Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. We have made it to Helen, and we are on our way to Unicoi State Park this week. This is going to be a new state park for us. Well, we've never driven an RV downtown Helen before. This is the first. No, we've never been in Helen in the spring or summer before. It's always been
winter.
Yeah.
Or
Interesting
fall.
to see everything green, you know?
Yep, pretty,
Or becoming green.
beautiful.
Well, this is the first. As we were coming to check in, we actually went by our campsite and we noticed it was pretty tight. We would have had a hard time backing in there. I think we could have pulled in and backed out easy enough. But we decided to go ahead and ask and see if they had anything else available. She actually said that they did. They had a handicapped site available. So we are switching sites. We've never done that before. I'm gonna unhook the Bronco here while Allie's looking around in the gift shop, and she can follow me back to our new campsite. We got lucky too. We got a full hookup site. Paid a little bit more money, but it'd be nice to have sewer. View from the back of our campsite. We have a little creek running. This is one of the sites where I kind of wish we could have pulled in and enjoyed our front windshield. But we got a site with full hookup and definitely want to take advantage of having sewer here. So we'll just sit outside and enjoy it. Right on the back of our campsite here at Unicoi State Park. How cool is this? A little creek with some little rapids. I have a feeling we're gonna really like this state park. We just got through telling you guys in last week's video that Tallulah Gorge was in our top 3 Georgia campgrounds. We're gonna have to wait and see how this one pans out, because this one might be up there in the top 3 now too as well. Well, I don't know how many we put in the top 3. We can only put 3. We do love Stone Mountain, and we do love Bogle, and we do love Tallulah Gorge. We love Cloudland too, so maybe top 5.
Well, good morning, guys. This is our first morning here at Unicoi State Park. We're here near Helen, and it's a beautiful state park. We're getting ready to walk the Lake Loop Trail this morning for a nice little walk.
So this is our first time staying here at Unicoi State Park. Not our first time in Helen, that's for sure. And I don't think this will be our last time staying at Unicoi State Park, because I think this is going to be our park of choice when we want to come to Helen now. It's a really great state park. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'll show you a drive through of the campground, and so you can get an idea of what the campsites look like here. So we're down by the lake here, and apparently you can rent kayaks here. It looks like they at some point have a beach volleyball set up here, a little pedal boat, and there's a swimming beach a half a mile ahead. So we're gonna hike around the lake here, and it's a beautiful morning. It's a very crisp and cool morning, and check out the lake here at Unicoi State Park. We just don't get hiking like this in Florida. I mean, we like to hike in Florida too, but mountain hiking and the cooler air, it's easier for us. And Nikki loves it a lot more, don't you, Nikki? When we were checking in yesterday, what was it they made us sign?
A bear waiver.
And
Saying that if you happen to see a bear, then you need a phone call. You have to, if you
report
see a
it.
bear, you have to report it.
yeah. And we're hiking along the lake trail here, and I just heard something big moving in the woods up there.
Well, there's a sign back there saying there were a lot of different animals around here, so you know, tell them what could be up in there.
Yeah.
Well, even though it's 2.2 miles around the lake, we decided that we're just going to walk a little ways and we're going to head back and do a little bit of off-roading.
Yeah.
We found a Well, we were told last night when we were at Betty's country store having a drink, we met up with some people there and they told us about a really cool drive over here. So we're going to try it out.
Yep, Randall and Dana, and they're locals that live here, and they told us about a cool little trail. But this river, or this lake trail is really more than I expected. It's really pretty because you're kind of walking through the trees, at least on this side. We don't know what it is on the other side, but I just thought maybe it was just going to be a little trail right down by the edge of the water. And they actually have axe throwing here. I don't know if you can rent the axes inside or what, but we have never tried that before. It'd be interesting and fun to try. Georgia really does have some great state parks, I'll have to say. We have done quite a few now. Florence Marina, we've done Cotamoquee Mounds, Stone Mountain, obviously. We've done Reed Bingham now, and Cloudland Canyon, Vogel. We're here at Unicoi and Tallulah Gorge. So we've done quite a few state parks in Georgia now. We may have to make a comprehensive list of our top 10 in order so far.
So I was just researching about the name Unicoi. I was asking Chuck, I wonder what Unicoi means. And it is a Cherokee word for fog-like. So I guess they were saying if you've ever hiked through, what was it, the Unaka Mountain, you would see it, all the fog, and definitely would be the reason why they called it Unicoi.
Cool River Adventures. We see it every time we're here, but it's never open.
Well, I'm wondering if it's because we don't really come in the summer. I bet it's
Packed
in the summer.
Oh yeah.
Because we're always here in the fall and winter.
It's a little too cold to get in the river right now.
First time we've ever been here in the spring.
Yeah.
Now we need to come here in the summer so we can say we've been here all year long, or every season.
Yep. So this is the gravel part of the road that Randall was telling us about. This has been a really beautiful drive, and I'm glad we met a local who was kind enough to give us a little information on some easy off-roading for us. This has been a beautiful drive. So we are pulled over, enjoying the rapids right here, this little river. And we said, let's put the top up, or back, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy this sunshine.
It is so peaceful.
And it's 59 degrees right now. Perfect. All right, we're gonna motor on and see what's down the rest of this trail. We have reached, well, what is the end of the National Forest Park. This road does go on, but we don't have time to do it right now. We are gonna head back and meet some friends of ours who live in Murphy, North Carolina. You guys might have seen them when we did Vogel State Park last year around October. Terry and Kathy are coming down to hang out at the campsite with us this afternoon. And then we're gonna go downtown Helen to eat at one of my favorite German restaurants. This time we're gonna leave Nikki in the RV when we go eat, and we're gonna eat inside, which we've never done. Well, I was going to get it, but it doesn't smell as good as the almond milk cherry. We got some German music going on here. Hey! I knew there was going to be a hey there. Hey! Hey! Well, Alli is not a happy camper right now.
No.
So we did this a few years ago. We'll put a link up in the video to where we did this a few years ago with a friend of ours.
I do not remember being this scared. This drive is terrifying.
Up the hill, up the mountain.
On a gravel path, all the way up. Winding back and forth, sheer drop off. I don't know how I did it. I really don't know.
We're in a 4x4 Bronco, and you know, there's people up here with minivans, so it's not that it can't be that hard.
But still, it's scary.
But we did pass somebody coming up, and that did cause for a little bit of a tense moment, you know, on a curve on the side of a mountain.
I mean, you're literally right here, and there's a drop off right there. So you're having to like go around that person. Oh my gosh.
Well, at least going down, we're going to be on the inside the whole way for the most part. But yeah, we hiked this before. This is Blue Hole Falls and High Shoals Falls. 1 mile and 1.5 miles, and it was a tough hike. Easy going down, but it was tough coming out. And this road goes on around. We've never gone that way. And I guess, let me check with Alli here. This road goes on around. We can keep going if you want.
No.
Or you want to go back?
Yes, I want to get down off this mountain.
Well, we're at the top of the mountain right now. The top of this mountain.
We are heading back down now. But while we were up there, a Tesla came in up after us, and I guess while they were going through the water there, their bottom of their car scraped something, and they were leaking
some blue fluid,
bluish greenish color fluid. Don't know what it was, but it didn't look good, and we were like, probably should get back down, check it out. He's smoking. I don't know if you can see it on here on the camera, but he was smoking. Cars probably should not go through this, just saying. So we are heading to the front office to check out and grab a couple souvenirs. And then we are on our way to Stephen Foster Campground in Florida.
Okay, we are hooked up here at the visitor's office. Pick us up a Unicoi t-shirt on our way out this morning. Didn't have a chance to do that when we was checking in. And it's time to hit the road for home. It's gonna be about a 7-hour driving day today. So not quite as bad as what we did when we were doing the South Dakota trip home, where we were doing over, 700 miles a day. Today, I think we're gonna be doing about 500 miles maybe. I haven't really looked, but we are stopping in North Florida to break up the trip on the way home. Well, it's been a long day from North Georgia, Unicoi State Park, driving the full length of Georgia basically. And we are getting ready to enter back into Florida. And there is the Florida state line. We got about 30 more miles to go for today, and we're going to stop at Stephen Foster Cultural Center State Park. Florida welcomes us. Can I say how much, again, I love having these flying J's with the RV lanes? It makes it so much easier to get in and out. I think I mentioned that before, but man, I love these things. So, no more Buc-ee's for us. It's Flying J all the way. The bell tower is playing music. It didn't do this the last time we were here. Don't know what the song is. If you know the song, drop us a comment below. So I got my Tallulah Gorge shot glass with Sasquatch, and I'm wearing my Colorado Sasquatch shirt. I'm all Sasquatched out.
Good morning, guys. Happy Easter. We're here at Stephen Foster Cultural Center State Park, and we are getting ready to go check out White Springs Bathhouse.
That's right. The last time we were here, we had actually forgot that it is right at the entrance to the state park here at Stephen Foster. So we didn't get a chance to check it out. Since we decided to use Stephen Foster as a stopping point to kind of break up our trip home, I said, let's get up in the morning and go check it out while we're here. And we love our history, so we're gonna go check out this White Springs Bathhouse. where people used to think that the water here in the sulfur water was healing. That's why they would come here. It was like one of Florida's first roadside attractions. All right, so it does say that there could be alligators present here, so we're gonna have to keep a vigilant eye as we walk down here to the White Springs Bathhouse. So this was Florida's original tourist destination. They thought the waters were magic here and healing.
So I did some research to see what famous people have been here back in the day, and I noticed that Henry Ford and Theodore Roosevelt were here. I wonder what other famous people were here.
I have never been so happy to pay $4 a gallon for gas right now. We were trying to make it to our Flying J that's at our exit. Would have made it, but then we hit a traffic slowdown and then ended up making it here with 4 miles to empty, way off the beaten path, some country road. Like I said, $4 a gallon, but I'm happy to have it. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this week's video. Next week, we're going to double back and show you where we visited Foxfire and Black Rock Mountain State Park while we were staying at Tallulah Gorge. We wanted to break that up because there's a lot to cover there. Also, continue watching. We're going to have a drive-through of Unicoi State Park's campground. Then immediately following that, it's going to jump over to Stephen Foster's campground. And we're gonna have a bonus video this week for you guys. It's gonna be me installing a new camera system from Halo View onto our Class A RV. I did something a little different, a little out of the norm, you might say. So stay tuned, we'll probably be releasing that on Saturday. But we will see you back on Wednesday for our regular videos and adventure videos from Black Rock Mountain and Foxfire Museum. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching.
The coffee's ready if you'll have some. Breakfast should be finished soon. The paper called for sun tomorrow. It looks like rain the whole day through. Morning left us both defeated. The mailman left another bill. The hallway closet's overflowing with all those shoes too big to fill. So what's that song you used to sing me? What's that dance we used to do? Is this house quiet or just empty? Do you hear the sound? paper called for sun tomorrow. If we make it through tonight. There's a man around the corner, he's been asking me for change, and I could use some. Think I could use some sometimes. All these things slow me down, like the concrete that's been sticking to the bottom of my shoes. Soles worn and tired have started wearing through. I can feel them heavier now. There's a hole here in my pocket, it reminds me of the ways I am hungry and always running for an open door. But on the highway, heavy-hearted, humming just to hear a sound. Loneliness, it lingers through unfamiliar towns, all of them stunning, and none of them home. And I don't know if I live like this for peace of mind. Can't say if I do it for the foolish pride, or maybe it's all just to prove that I'm alive. I'm alive, so I tell myself I'm brave, and I swear that I'm bold, but I'm
So I just had a great idea for a campground name. If we was to buy a campground RV resort, we could name it the Constipated Bear, and our slogan would be, does a bear shit in the woods? Well, not if he's constipated.